doing an internship, and then they offered her a job. I know.
Did you say in a law?
In a law firm.
Law firm, really?
Cool. Doing what?
It's, Riley calls it Walmart of law. It's a huge firm. It's all over the country, but it's based in Irvine. And their specialty is they expunge people's records. So say you at 21 got a DUI and your thing's done, and at 31 you want to get a job that don't, and yeah, so then you paid this guy to expunge your record.
It's fascinating. Yeah.
She's gonna brush him in.
You should read the book that I just read, though. You would probably like it.
Really?
Oh my gosh. There's like... Is that Marina?
You made it just in time.
Boy.
Can you see the bees? It looks like he's
Look at all the
fencing.
branch.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
You should have seen what they looked like when they were all swarming above that
Wow.
barrel. Oh.
Wait, what are they on?
Each other.
The queen
Did
is
you
in the
hear
middle.
Jenny say that the queen is in the middle,
Of all that.
probably?
Yeah.
In this, that they outgrew their last
And
wherever
he's
they
going
were.
to shake it and have them fall into the hive, and as long as the queen falls in too, then they will all follow.
And did he say this was a new queen? Did she?
That queen left the day before the new one hatches.
Oh, this is the old queen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, that's
She
what he
fled.
said.
Is he going to smoke them out?
Yeah.
I guess he just keeps them calm. You have such nice viewing windows.
Yeah, thank God.
How convenient.
Hold on, Matthew. He knows what he's doing. Let him just do his job.
And he said he has 3.
Mind if I just step right in there?
Do whatever you need to do. It's fine.
All right.
He said he had 3 hives or colonies, but 2 of
You
them
don't happen
died.
to have little clippers, do you?
Yeah, I do, but I hide them from my kids, so.
So don't listen. Close your ears,
Why,
Marina.
did you just are dying to go out and clip things?
On those shelves, those wooden shelves, up on the very top shelf on the left corner. Very top shelf. Yeah, on the left corner.
Got it. Oh, perfect.
Shoot, I'm trying to steal them. Actually, Sam's the one I hide them from. No, I hide them from Dad mostly.
You sure? It's such a beautiful tree. You don't mind?
Go do whatever.
All right.
That is so cool. Did you get a
Look
picture?
at how calm
No,
they
our
are.
camera's not charged.
Maureen's
They're not even-
I'm videoing.
He said that the calmest when they have no.
Weren't they
He said they're sated. They're filled with honey now. He said they fill up with honey
When
before
will
they
the
leave.
hive, if the hive was,
That
how
is
long would
so
it take for
cool.
them to make a hive?
I know.
I have duct tape everywhere.
Me too.
Well, those gloves aren't good.
There's a reason none of us are
Yeah, no.
beekeepers.
Yeah. Just go straight through that.
Oh my gosh, that's just amazing.
What kind of tree is this?
I don't know.
Bee tree.
It's a block of the neighbor's garage tree.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're just hanging on each other. Yeah.
Even from our backyard, you could hear.
Oh, wow.
Are they noisy?
Yeah, that's why I walked into the backyard because I couldn't figure out what the noise was.
What time did you find them?
Must be an hour.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was it.
Have you guys been? Are you guys at dance today?
I was.
You were.
Yeah.
Just shaking those off, and then they're going to the hive, and not him.
Oh, okay, there he is.
Yeah.
Because Max will have an ambulance here.
They're on a bunch of different branches. That's the problem.
Oh.
I'm gonna send you over to pick up Leandro.
You can wait.
This is way more exciting.
I know.
Let's see. What? Wait, pick up Liam or Liv?
Liam Rowan.
Oh.
Good. Wait.
When is he gonna use the
He can wait
smoke?
too.
I don't know. Let's just watch. He's trying. They're on different.
Someone nearby, maybe without their knowledge.
Probably up in a big.
Well, if they're in your
I
garage.
don't have any ideas about what would space it up right here. The ladder's a little too tall.
Or if it's like really high.
Mind if I just take a look?
Picnic
Look around,
picnic
go for it.
table.
The hive is inside our walls.
Maybe someone can come out and hold it for me?
How about if you put the barbecue? Would that give you enough?
What about that table over there? The
Glass
You know, I think I'll just try to cut it.
maybe if I had a suit, I'd get over my fear of bees. Although I'm pretty good right here. Oh.
So he's gonna try to shake it? The thing haven't planted anything yet. And he's shaking the trees. What if he's a plywood or something?
Just take the whole branch.
Oh my god!
Carry him in there.
He's gonna carry them in his car, though. That's what's interesting to me. That he's
Not the back of a truck and drive with the suit on.
drive with a box full of bees.
It's like a fencing.
Oh, I had a bee fly in my car one time. I had to pull over and get out.
Yeah.
What?
You have a million bees in your car. I know.
Park Street.
Oh, we'll have to have some.
We're just there.
Yeah.
And does he keep his honey here in Alameda?
Yeah.
For his bees, I guess?
Yeah, I think this is nice.
So you think he's done?
Hmm.
He's got to get that big, huge.
I can't believe that's a solid bees, not something
Yeah.
under it.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, there they'll go.
They're just climbing back on.
Oh my God.
How
What
are
is
they
it?
not
God!
skinny?
Oh my god.
Look at him.
Oh, I'm so glad that we can see.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Getting
Oh
that,
my
Maureen?
god.
I am.
Oh my god.
Wow.
She's in there.
You can hear them.
They're flying, which
There's
is
still a ton on
We're gonna
there.
need more of that.
they're flying in, which probably means
Oh
the
my
queen's in
gosh.
there.
That's how it sounds. The noise sounds ridiculous.
Oh my god, they're like curling around the side.
The queen's in there.
Try to show what he's doing.
Wow.
Holy cow.
Listen to that.
There's your HVAC smell.
Holy cow.
Look at them all. They know where she is. That's amazing.
Look at them all go in.
There must be something else.
They start pouring out. It didn't work.
Oh, they're coming out?
So where do the rest of them go?
Yeah, where do they go?
It looks like they're crawling in though at the bottom.
A couple of them are.
Screams and that would
Yeah, this wouldn't work in my house.
doors. Don't too close to that door.
Our house?
I wonder if they would ever go back to the other.
When are they? Oh, I can't see. Mom, I can't see.
Look for a piece of paper.
Like newspaper or what?
Cardboard. I just need one flap from a cardboard
Okay,
box.
How about that box right there? You're great. Yeah, you want me to walk outside? Here, Marina, come on out. Put my wetsuit on.
Can I borrow this?
Oh, did you find something?
Yeah.
Okay. He's good. Karina, how was your diving that you did with your dad?
It was really fun.
Here, go
No,
behind
I
me so
mean,
I
I've
can.
dived before.
I know, but like,
You can go behind me.
Yeah, it was cold.
Look at they're all standing
I think I might
from
not
the
be
inside out.
Oh my
Look,
gosh.
he's
Bees in
making
there.
a little
They're
ramp.
trying to get all the other bees to go inside. See how they're marching in?
Yeah.
You got to give them a ramp.
Wow.
And they'll all see how they're all coming around. And they're all marching right up.
Why wouldn't they fly in?
Yeah, this is good.
Huh?
So this is good. Oh my God. I'm gonna make sure I drink a lot of wine before I go to bed tonight.
I actually drank way too much wine yesterday. That's like fear factor today. Oh, that noise.
what I'll do is I'll leave them here and I'll come back tonight after dark. Is that okay?
Sure.
I'll just come in the gate and I'll take it and go.
Okay, sure. I'll stay away.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah.
One was in the house, one ran when I came in. Upstairs, not out.
Got them all from up here.
Now, do they hang out in those honeycombs?
Yeah,
That's where they're going. They tuck inside of each one of those things.
well, no, they kind of hang out on the outside. It's kind of like their cupboards in there. They don't hang out in there. They just store food and raise the young in the honeycomb.
And is the honey a food source for the babies or for them, or?
It's for an adult carbohydrate, and then the pollen is the protein, and they mix the pollen and the carbohydrate. So the honey and the pollen, they mix that and they feed the brood because it meets all the brood's growing needs. That's when the bees are young and larval. That's what they feed, and then they cap the cell, and then they emerge as an adult, and they just have honey from then on. That's all they need. They don't need protein.
So the adult bees eat honey.
Yeah, that's their food source. That's what they're storing for the winter, etc.
Some bees are trying to find.
So they make the honey and they regurgitate it out of their mouth or something?
They have a honey stomach and then their personal stomach. And so when they're out, they get the nectar and they put it in their honey stomach. And then they take it out, pass it to another bee in the hive. So the field bees will come in. Around the entrance, they'll pass it to a house bee. The house bee will take it and know where to put it in the comb. But they just transfer it from the stomach into the cell, and then they fan it and evaporate it. And so nectar, which is 60% water, they get it down to 14% water. And it has antibiotic properties. In other words, it'll suck out all the moisture out of bacteria. So any bacteria that gets in there, it desiccates it and kills the bacteria. So you never see on the top of your honey, you never see mold or anything ever. It crystallizes, but it never goes bad. They found honey in the Egyptian tombs that was just crystallized. It was fine.
Really?
Thousands of years old.
Do you know how long it would take for them to get inside?
Well, it kind of looks like rush hour. Got a little.
There's a backup on the Bay Bridge.
It's
like it's the toll plaza.
You see how they're all consolidating now, right around the entrance.
Yeah.
And so all these guys, they have a gland right about here, and so they fold their last segment open and they fan like crazy, and all of those are on the outside to fan to let everyone else out here know that that's where the queen is.
Oh.
So that scent is being wafted throughout the air, and then they'll eventually all settle right down there, and I'll go in, and by dark they'll all be inside.
And that's what they do every day. At nighttime, they all go back to the hive?
Right.
But some of them never leave the hive,
This is like moving day. This is chaotic. It's crazy, right? So isn't it funny? They have the huge mass of bees. They're all in there, and my hives will get this tall with boxes. So multiply what you saw here by about 15.
Wow.
That's how many bees are in there, but you can't ever see them, right? So,
So are there some bees that stay inside the hive all day?
House bees.
Yeah, house bees.
There's the nurse bees that just take care of new baby bees, and there's house bees that take care of ventilation, defense. They take tree sap and plug holes and do all that. And then there's the field bees. After 6 weeks, they become field bees, and then at that point, they spend the rest of their life doing field work. All right, it's looking good.
Okay.
We have a guest speaker for your classroom.
So that'll be good on him, right? He gets new bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
He gets new bees now. I'll have to try some of this honey. Where's he selling? Daisy. Oh, Daisy?
Oh, really? It's like the third time I've heard of daisies this week that someone's
Had you never heard of
mentioned
it
it.
before?
I didn't. I've
How much
been
honey
in it.
will
I
you
didn't
be
know
able
the
to
name.
harvest from a group this size?
If they're undiseased and they don't run into any other problems, about $100, 100 pounds in a year.
100 pounds per year.
Wow. They're quite productive.
Yeah, they're pretty productive.
Yeah.
So what's that equal? A quarter pound a week, or what is that? 52 goes into 100.
Right now is the honey
2 pounds a
flow.
week.
If you notice, all the trees are in bloom, right? The pears are in
Yeah.
bloom. everything's so now beekeepers are really ramping up their population.
Hunker down.
And then they'll ramp it down when the honey flow starts fading in the fall. So the queen controls the population based on the season and what she senses the honey flow is, but she has to anticipate 6 weeks ahead of when the honey flow is going to come, and she starts laying like crazy. That's why right now, wherever this came from, there's so many bees are probably just, up in the rafters or something. So they have to split the hive.
And numerous male bees will mate with the queen, or how does that work?
Yeah, you get up to about between 20 and 30 males will mate with the queen. This is the old queen, so she's ready to go. She slimmed down a little bit for the flight, and then she'll engorge back up, and then start laying in about 3 days.
How long?
Probably lay a couple hundred eggs a day while she ramps up the population.
Wow.
What's their
Because then there'll be a gap, right? These are all field bees. So there's a gap in population of 6 weeks, so she has to make up for that pretty quick.
Oh, they're all field bees.
Yeah.
Oh,
Field
wow.
bees,
How long does the queen usually live?
3 to 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Her laying ability drops off after about the 3rd year. She starts laying duds.
And how is a queen determined in the brood?
She's fed something. There's something when the egg first hatches in a cell. It's fed royal jelly, which is this carbohydrate protein combo with some other stuff from a special gland in the nurse bees, and that causes her ovaries to develop. And in a normal bee, it stops after 3 days, and you get a normal female worker bee. But if you keep feeding it, the ovaries fully develop, and then that's what turns it into a queen. So the queen herself determines by laying an egg in a queen cell, a pre-made queen cell, which is a little bit bigger. She says, okay, now I'm ready to make queens, and I'm ready to swarm. So she'll lay a bunch of eggs, and then all the workers know it by the size and everything, and they start feeding it this royal jelly continuously, and they all develop into queens. So the hive will swarm, half of them will leave, and then the first queen will emerge and sting all the other queens to death. And then she'll be ruling the hive. If 2 of them merge at once, they actually fight it out. And they sting each other, and whoever wins is the queen.
And so the queen can sting multiple times then, as opposed to the
She
field
has a
bee.
barbless stinger, as opposed to a normal bee has a barbed stinger. That's why it stays in you.
Yeah.
So she can sting multiple times. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Got it all worked out.
Wow.
He needs to go to the schools.
I know, that's what I was.
Talk at the schools. Fascinating.
They're almost gone though.
Now, very
They're not
could
marked.
also be part of like,
In order to
so they don't stay.
All right.